You guys can let me know in the chat. How does this sound? Is this sounding okay? Because my mic was not working 10 seconds ago. Now hopefully is. Sounds okay. Tremendous. Cool. Okay, that's the wrong screen then. Where am I? Quiz. Hello. Welcome to the Voices of Wrestling versus All Stars. Or even the Voices of Wrestling Quiz Night, as this episode is the Voices of Wrestling versus All Stars team quiz game. I should probably send a tweet out letting people know that we're going live. I'll do that now. I am going to be, as always, keeping an eye on both the chat in the Twitch chat, as well as the Discord, of which you can see a link to by going underneath the stream, click on an icon, and it takes you to the Discord, I think. Something like that. Let me open up the Discord chat. Oh. Someone from my secondary school, who I have not talked to since secondary school, has just messaged me. I will leave that probable pyramid scheme until after this. Discord, here we go. Sound clear, but a little on the low end. Okay, I'll try turning it up. There we go. That should be a bit louder. No, I can just speak a bit louder if that is still too low. Yep. Robin, if you're still for another 5 hours, Alan might go to sleep. Liam, you're supposed to be on a team with Alan, so I'm not sure you should be giving me ideas. Alan gets his 8 hours. I was supposed to do a 9 PM coffee. Okay, don't deny the rover. Okay, cool. I do not need chess open. Where am I? This mic issue has thrown me right off schedule. There we go. There we go. That's open. That's open. Hello. This week we are doing. I didn't actually send the tweet. Fuck. Let me send the tweet. Thank you for following. I've slightly misplaced that. I will move that so it looks better. But yes, I have gone to the trouble of putting in very fancy wrestling gifs when someone follows. Okay, let's move that to there. If someone else follows, they'll be able to see. So that happens when someone follows. I am all over the shop. Okay, let's get started. This week, as opposed to usual weeks, we're taking a brief break from the tournament and instead going to be doing an all-star game. Basically, 3 of the top performers from the quiz tournament so far, the world's hardest quiz determination league, are going to be taking on 3 contributors from the website. The teams are, we did reveal them in kind of a midweek stream, but this is the All-Stars. We've got Liam, we've got Adam, and we've got Alan. 3 of our semi-finalists. The only person missing is John, because John is, of course, a contributor to the Voices of Wrestling website, and as such has split loyalties, and we can't be having that. On the other side, fancy PowerPoint graphics. On the other side, we have the Voices of Wrestling. We have Gerard Di Trollio? Probably pronouncing it wrong both ways. You can tell me how to pronounce it in the chat. We have the producer, Andrew Rich. And we would have preferred being the Claudia Castagnoli of this thing. Okay, I'll refer to you as that as future. And we have Taylor Mainborg. So, this Titanic clash is going to be going down on the following topics. We're going to have let me explain the format first. Basically, we're going to have one member of each team go forward, have a 1v1 round. Whoever wins, kind of Survivor Series original style, will move on to the final. Whoever loses is eliminated from the episode. So we're going to end we're going to have 3 1-on-1 rounds, and after that we'll have ourselves a final round, which could be 2v1. It could, in theory, be 2v2 because if there is a draw that takes place, we're going to push both people through. There are no tiebreakers in the initial rounds. There will be one in the final round if it comes to it. Yeah, and if it does end up being one team wins all 3, the team that's lost all 3 will get to choose one person that they can put forward, so it will be 3v1. I've probably missed some things, but I'm sure people can tell me in the chat if they have, as I read through it. Right, so these are the matchups we've got. Well, first off, to be completely transparent, I wrote down a bunch of potential categories. I stuck them in a randomizer, and I got these 3 categories out. That's very noisy. I got 80s and 90s Can-Am. I was going to write North American, but of course that would include Mexico, and I haven't included Mexico in here. I got 21st century Europe, and I got 21st century Japan. And I gave these, after getting the teams together, I gave these 3 categories to the teams, and they, between themselves, decided which rounds they wanted for which people they wanted on each round. So, as Taylor chose to do the 1890s Can-Am, as did Adam from the All-Star team, etc., etc. Andrew took the bullet for European, because I can tell you nobody from that group wanted to do the European side. So... yes, each individual kind of category one-on-one is going to be played under kind of a different format. We've played some of the formats before. The Silver Ant Special is kind of the Who Am I round that we've done a few times, often as a tiebreaker. The destabilizing round, I think we did with Garrett and Kelly. Yeah, where take turns to name people from a stable until someone fails to do so. What happens when you sweep VOW, or vice versa? Well, in that case, the VOW team, in the theory that you sweep them, would select one person to go through to the final. It would be 3v1, and you would also get an advantage in the final for category picking. But we'll get to that if it comes to it. Let me just get the questions, because I have left them out of reach. Be right back. There they are. Okay. So, let's get to it, because I know Andrew has to go to work, so we can't be going too long. First round, squad goals. It is Taylor versus Adam. So if the both of you could get into the Voice of Wrestling Quiz Night Hold voice channel in Discord, I will move you onto the call, and we will have ourselves our first 1v1. So if you, down at the bottom of the channels, there's a selection called Voice Channels. If you go into the Voice of Wrestling Quiz Night Hold, I will move you from there into the actual Voice of Wrestling Quiz Night, or you can just jump straight in, apparently, because you're a moderator. That would make sense. Tag teams, there we go. So, in you come. Yeah, I muted on purpose at the moment while I get them into the voice channel, just to make sure they're ready. Okay, so Taylor's just working through some Discord issues at the moment, but Adam is here. So, hello, Adam. Welcome back.
Can you hear me?
Robin.
Oh, I can hear both of you. Tremendous, tremendous. We're on.
Figured it out.
Right. Initial tech stumbles overcome. Welcome, Adam. Welcome back, Adam. Welcome, Taylor. Welcome to the show. So, we'll get straight into it. The way this round is going to work is, basically, I'm going to give you, each of you, either a tag team, in which in case I will need you to name the two members of the tag team, or I will name you two members of a tag team and I will need you to give them to give me their tag team name. There is no steals, no anything like that. Just a simple 1 point for each. I have 20 either tag team names or people in a tag team down, so you'll have 10 each. Adam, since you're the away team in theory, would you like to go first or second?
I'll go first. Why not?
Okay, first question then. The Eliminators.
John Cronus and Perry Saturn.
It is indeed. Let me pull up the scoreboard so I can actually edit that. Where are we? Score 1. Nope, that's Voice of Wrestling. There we go. There we go. Taylor, your first question. The Iron Sheik and Nikolai Volkov.
The Soviet Union. I don't know.
Don't think the Iron Sheik was quite going for the Russian gimmick. That was the Foreign Legion.
Oh.
So the All-Star team takes a lead. Adam, back to you. The Islanders, and that's the WWF names I need.
Samu and Fatu.
Got down Haku and Tama. So unfortunately not.
Wrong Islanders.
Wrong Islanders. Taylor, your turn. Chance to level things back up. The High Flyers, and that's the AWA version.
God. Shawn Michaels and I don't know, Marty Jannetty.
That would be the Rockers, unfortunately. It's Jim Brunzell and Greg Gagne. So 1-0 still. Back to Adam. Now this is where I'm naming people I've never pronounced the names of before, so I'm probably going to butcher it. But
goody.
AJ Petrucci and Doug Stahl.
I haven't got a clue. I don't even know what era, what promotion, no nothing. I don't know. Pass.
I'm gonna give it a second to see if anyone in the chat gets it. Yeah, okay, some people in the chat have got it. It was indeed the Super Destroyers, so well done to Andrew Rich and Liam in the chat. One of your teammates each. Okay, back to Taylor. Another chance to level things up. Doug Furness and Phil Lafon.
Can-Am Express.
Sorry, you cut out a little bit there. What did you say?
Can-Am Express.
It is indeed. The scores are leveled up. One apiece.
I got one. Okay.
Both on the board. Getting the nerves out of the system early. Adam, who were the Long Riders?
I'm way in over my head. I don't know. I don't know. Sorry.
I'll give a little pause here again, see if the chat get it.
I've only known two, and we both got those ones right.
Well, if it makes you feel any better, the chat doesn't seem very clued up on this one. It was Bill and Scott Irwin. Okay, next up, the Impact Players. That's for Taylor.
Sorry. Pack players are really blanking. I don't know. I know the era, and I just can't think of anything. I don't know.
That would be...
That one I know.
Let's test that then. Let's test that. Who is it then?
It's Lance Storm and Just Incredible.
Tis indeed. Tis indeed. Unfortunately, you picked to go first. Question 9, back for Adam. Who were the team of Fire and Ice? This is the WCW edition.
It was Scott Norton and Ice Train.
It was indeed. Another point on the board for the All-Stars. There we go. Up to 2-1. Taylor, what was the tag team name of Brickhouse Brown and Norvell Austin?
Oh, did you hear that?
No, sorry. Don't think it came through.
Brick House.
It was not indeed Brickhouse. It was the Soul Patrol. Question 11 for Adam. Who were the North-South Connection?
Sorry, Robin, I missed that.
Who were the North-South Connection?
No, don't know. I'll pass.
That was Adrian Adonis and Dick Murdoch. I think that was Adonis's last stuff before he branched into the exotic gimmick area when he was playing it more straight. That wasn't a pun, but may have came across as one. Taylor, what was the tag team name of Diesel and Shawn Michaels? I think you may have cut out.
Tall and Short.
It was not Tall and Short, it was Two Dudes with Attitude, the very cool name that Shawn and Diesel came up with for that one. Question 13 for For Adam, who were Todd Champion? Oh, sorry. What was the tag team name of Todd Champion and Firebreaker Chip?
Were they? No. Uh, Is that high voltage?
That is not high voltage. They right company, but they were the WCW Patriots. Which people actually brought up earlier for a different answer. Question 14, back to Taylor. Another chance to tie things up. What was the tag team name of Bruce Hart and Brian Pillman?
New Heart Foundation. I don't know.
That would be Bad Company. Now, this one, it was kind of a more of a group name, but when they were teaming, they also teamed under this tag team name. Back for Adam. What was the tag team name of DDP and Chris Canyon?
P and Chris Canyon. Positively Page.
Yeah, they were in fact the Jersey Triad, along with
Oh, okay. Yes,
I
yes.
think
We
Bam
found
Bam.
that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Your teammate's getting very annoyed at you in the chat here. Okay. Colossal Connection, Taylor. This is the WWF version. Sorry, I didn't hear you though.
Earthquake and Hurricane.
That was Andre the Giant and Haku. Okay, back to Adam. The Young Pistols.
I know one is Tracy Smothers.
Do you have a guess for the other one?
Steve Austin.
Oh, you got the right first name, but it was Steve
Oh, really?
Armstrong, unfortunately.
Oh.
Taylor, Stan Lane and Steve Kern.
What are the two names again?
Stan Lane and Steve Kern.
New Midnight Express.
That would be the Fabulous Ones. Adam, your final question to put things beyond doubt. Who are the Unholy Alliance, and not the ECW version, but the other version from the 90s?
Gangrel and Edge.
Unfortunately, it was the massive tag team of Big Show and The Undertaker.
Oh.
And then, final question. You have a chance to tie things up, and then you'll both make it to the final round. If not, Adam has made it through, and Taylor, unfortunately, you have been eliminated. What was the tag team name of Arn Anderson and Larry Zbyszko?
The New Minnesota Wrecking Crew.
They would be the Enforcers. So unfortunately, Taylor, you have been eliminated. Do you have anything you would like to plug before we boot you from the chat?
Sure, I have a podcast on Voices of Wrestling, which is all about Joshi wrestling, hence why I got 1 point on American wrestling. Jumping Bomb Audio, we have a new episode coming out next week. And check it out with fellow VOW contributor Aaron Bentley. So thanks for having me.
Thanks for coming on, Taylor. Disconnect. Okay. I will point out these questions. They are pretty hard. They're a lot easier when you're just in the chat playing along and only answering the ones you know. Especially when they're
sorry.
coming at rapid fire. But well done, Adam. You have made your way through. We will talk to you again later in the show as you
Thank you, Robin.
pull your
Sorry,
brains
everyone.
in the finals. Okay, disconnect. So for all of that, I had the wrong thing up. That was meant to be the beautiful picture up for all of that. To think Taylor calls himself a voice of wrestling. Garrett, come on, betraying our own kind. Okay. Alan not pulling any punches, calling that an abomination. We'll see how he does. I mean, to be fair, he'll probably do very well, but we'll see. Okay, next round up is destabilizing, in which I will give team members a stable, and they will take it in turns to name and destabilize, remove a member from the stable until either there are none left, in which case they will share the point, or if one person gets a name wrong or can't name anybody, the other member will get the point. Now, this one is for European stables, 21st century European stables to be particular, and we are going to be having on Andrew and Alan. So Andrew Rich representing Voice of Wrestling, and Alan 4L Coonahan representing the All-Star team. So if you two could join yourself into the whole chat, that would be tremendous. Isn't every stable just the guys with suspenders? I don't even know which specific group you're talking about there, but they sound tremendous.
Hello.
Hello, Andrew. How you doing?
Scared.
Well, if it makes you feel any better, it appears that Alan is running scared by not joining the whole chat, so you may win by default here.
I hope so.
Now, to be fair and to kind of preface this one, it does have to be said, no one from the Voice of Wrestling team wanted to do Europe, so you kind of fell on that
Nope.
sword.
Yeah. My thinking was Taylor should have done the Euro anyway because he's just going to lose anyway. I should have done 80s and 90s US Canada tag team.
Alan, if you could, in this, at the bottom of the channels, it says VOW Quiz Night Hold. If you can join in there, and I'll pull you in. Yeah, Alan does have the slight advantage of that he is, in fact, European, and also watches a lot of European wrestling, which does seem somewhat unfair, but, you know.
Think.
People are putting numbers in the chat. I'm not entirely sure why.
They're counting out Alan.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I win by forfeit because they're.
If they get to 10, he might be eliminated via technical knockout. Yeah. Let me just check Alan isn't in the other chat. No. The ref count is getting high. So Alan, it's right at the bottom along the channels in the Discord. It should say voice channels, and then there's one that's called VOW Quiz Night Hold, of which if you click on it, you'll join it, and then I'll pull you into Voices of Wrestling Quiz Night, which is a locked channel. Okay, he's in. Here we go. Alan is now in the channel, but it does appear that he's muted, so we'll need to click the unmute button. But hopefully he can hear me now. Hello, Alan. Silence.
Alan, hello.
You may need to, if you are trying to speak and it's just not working, if you click user settings and then voice and video, sometimes it just hasn't picked up your mic, and you need to actively input that.
Alan has worse audio sense than Gabe Sapolsky. Jesus Christ.
You know, if Alan can't speak, Andrew, you might actually win this round.
I might win. I'd pull I hired some goons to attack him behind.
A real Toru Yano G1 victory pulled out.
Yes.
All you'll need to do is name one person from each stable, or even one person from just over half of the stables, and you'll win.
Can they hear me on Twitch, or is this not going out yet?
This is indeed going out. I probably should have told you that ahead of time, but yes.
I just want to make sure my fun Gabe Sapolsky joke.
Yeah. It says you need to claim your account. Jeez. I don't remember ever doing that. We may have to temporarily boot Alan out and pull someone else in if this continues. A last minute shocking switch as the Claudio Castagnoli of the Voices of Wrestling versus All-Star game pops in. And John Carroll joins the All-Stars, betraying Voices of Wrestling.
Ha!
There we go. There we go. We have an alternate ready, but Alan says he'll get it sorted. How long do we have with you, Andrew? Because I know you said you have work at relatively soon.
I got work at 7 o'clock my time, so as long as we get in by 6:30, that's the latest I think I can probably.
So
be
what's
on
that?
Here for.
How many hours is that from now? I'm terrible with time zones.
That's 50 minutes.
50 minutes.
50. Yeah.
Okay, so what I think would be wise to do then is if we skip to the last round, give Alan a chance to sort things out, have Gerard and Liam face off against each other, come back to this one, and hopefully Alan will be sorted by then, if that's okay with you, Andrew.
Fine by me.
Okay, I will boot you both from the chat then, and see you again in a little bit. Okay, so if Liam and Gerard could join the chat, we will get ourselves to the Silver Ant Special. Name that wrestler game. Okay. Hello, welcome.
Hey, how you doing?
Hey, Robin.
Not too bad, not too bad. We have been having some technical difficulties on everyone's side, but we'll get through.
I mean, that's just the nature of, internet quizzes across multiple continents.
This is true. This is true. Gerard, before we get into the quiz, how do you pronounce your surname? Because I'm sure I've been saying it wrong.
No, you got it right, DeTrolio.
Oh, okay. Okay. I shouldn't have doubted myself. Okay, so the way this one is going to work, basically, it's a Who's That Wrestler game from wrestlers from 21st century Japan. Now, they may have started wrestling before that, but they'll have all have had the majority of their career in this century. The way it's going to work, I'm going to say a clue, and then both of you are going to be able to have a guess for who you think it is. Now, the clue might be somewhat broad, so it could be initially multiple people, but I'll have 3 clues. If you get it on the first clue, you get 3 points. If you get it on the second clue, you get 2 points. And if you get it on only get it on the final clue, you get a single point.
Sure.
You'll be able to buzz in by saying your name, and then you'll get the guess. Once you've guessed, you're not allowed to guess again until the next clue's been said. So it gives the other person a lot more time to think about it, but you get the first guess.
Yep.
You are allowed to buzz in when I'm midway through the question. I will immediately stop the question. You'll have your guess, and then I'll finish the question for the other person. That all clear?
Yeah, so we just say our name to buzz?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep. And how many people are we going to be unmasking today?
We are going to be unmasking 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 people. So a potential of 15 points if you really crush it and crush your opponent.
Okay.
Okay, first clue. He defeated Naomichi Marufuji, Go Shiozaki, Takashi Sugiura, and Takeshi Morishima in singles matches, but has never won the GHC Heavyweight Championship.
Is it Hiroki Goto?
It is not. Although that probably fits. I'm not sure about Marufuji, but he's definitely beaten Segura. It's close anyway. Gerard, do you have a guess?
Not right now.
Do you want to pass then?
So if I pass, then we just go to the next question, or
The next clue.
Next clue.
The next clue. Okay, wait. Then if I can just take a stab at it, I might as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Never won the GHC title. Shinsuke Nakamura.
Not the person I'm looking for, unfortunately. Okay, clue 2. He wrestled in at least one of all the following tournaments. So he could have wrestled in multiple, but minimum one. The Champion Carnival, the Fire Festival, and the G1 Climax.
Oh, Liam here. Is it Masato Tanaka?
Not the person I'm looking for.
Okay.
I got a guess.
Mm-hmm.
Toshiaki Kawada.
Again, not the person I'm looking for.
Fuck, okay.
We move to our final clue. You're kind of in the right area. He has won the GHC Tag Championships once and only once with Takayama.
Takao Omori.
You should have buzzed in, but I'll give you that. That's the point.
Well done, Gerard. Well done.
The buzzing in leniency will now go down. But since that was the first one, I'll let you off. Okay, next up. Let me just check in the chat, see if anyone got that before you guys. Seeing some Taniguchis, Nakajimas. Nakajima was GHC champ.
What? Yeah, exactly.
I think you were the first person to get it from the people watching. Okay, next guy. Next person to unmask. The Silver Ant Special. Okay, first clue. For 3 points. He held titles in All Japan, Big Japan, DDT, and Wrestle 1 during the 2010s.
Gerard.
Mm-hmm.
Sonata.
Not
the person I'm looking for.
Wrestle 1, Wrestle 1, Wrestle 1. This is like a total left field guess. Isami Kodaka?
Not the person I'm looking for, unfortunately. Okay, second clue. His finish is an aerial top rope move. So a move that involves jumping off the top rope, basically.
Oh, Liam.
Mm-hmm.
No, I haven't got it. Sorry.
Ooh.
No.
That unfortunately does use up your guess.
Yeah, that's fine. Yeah.
Gerard.
Mm-hmm.
Yuji Okabayashi.
It is indeed.
Ah! Right. Yep.
The Golem Splash. The final clue would have been he spent a year out between 2017 and 2018 with a shoulder injury. So that's up to 3-0. Voice of Wrestling making a sterling comeback. Okay, third guy. The first clue, for 3 points, is he teamed with Yujiro Takahashi in a New Japan tag tournament, but never won a tag title with him.
Liam.
Mm-hmm.
I believe that is Masato Tanaka.
That is indeed Masato Tanaka, tying up the scores. 3 apiece. The second and third clues would have been, despite being an active wrestler, he debuted in 1993, and the final clue would have been... the final clue would have been, he's a current holder of a promotion's top title. Although I should have probably checked in case he lost it at Peter Pan, because I didn't look at results.
No,
but
it hasn't happened yet. It's tonight.
Oh, well, it's tonight. There we go. Okay, 3-3. 2 guys left. The next one, first clue for 3 points. He has spent 33 days total as the KOD Openweight Champion.
Um
33 days, to clarify.
I'm blanking. I should take a guess, yeah?
Mm-hmm.
Liam here. Masa Takanashi?
That is very impressive. You have absolutely nailed that one.
Oh!
Out of nowhere. To storm from 3-0 down straight to 6-3 into the lead. The second and third clue would have been in 2016. He held the Wrestle City Asia, a promotion which holds big shows across various mainland Asian countries, Asian Heavyweight Championship, and the third clue was he was a member of Shuten Doji.
Yep, right. I mean that wouldn't have helped because the other 2 members, well, Kudo had it a lot, but Yu-Gi-Oh only had like 1 reign, and it was pretty short as well. If I recall. Anyway,
could have narrowed it down, but you know when you can guess it off the first clue, there we go. Okay, so to tie things up for you both to progress, you can't lose now, Liam, but Gerard, you can still tie things up in the final one if you get this first one right. Okay, the first clue is for 3 points. He first wrestled in New Japan on their WrestleLand sub-brand. Say that 3 times fast. On the WrestleLand sub-brand was where he first wrestled for New Japan.
Oh!
I'm going to take a stab at it because I have to. Is it Hanma?
Wow, it is indeed Tomoaki Honma. These are some tremendous guesses as we end things tied. So you will both
very well done, Gerard.
both be a part of the final round, so we'll have you on again in a bit. So no need for plugs now. But that was incredible drama, incredible quizzing. The last two clues for Honda would have been he took the most famous color scheme from an American. He took his most famous color scheme from an American wrestler, and then finally. He lost to Masato Tanaka in a rare title shot at one of the Christmas Korakuen shows in 2011. But again, you didn't need them. Congratulations to both of you. We will talk again in a little bit.
Congrats, Gerard, and see you, Robin.
Yeah, that was a great game. Thanks, Liam.
Yeah.
And how do I boot someone? Disconnect. He's gone. Okay, so I think I saw Alan say something there. Alan is saying I don't think he's going to be able to get it to work, unfortunately. I don't. So, John, would you like to dive in as a very Claudio-esque turn on Voices of Wrestling to join the All-Stars? Claudio-esque turn on Voices of Wrestling to join the All-Stars.
I'm here. Can you hear me?
Yeah, could you mute your stream,
Yeah,
please?
yeah, I'm trying to mute it and it won't mute. Okay, I think I got it.
I guess the answer
I'm
to
gonna
that
be so
one.
bad at this.
Well, you've got the European round, so not exactly your speciality, I'd say. But
No.
Could you please rejoin the hold? He has indeed done that, and he is now in the call. Hello, Andrew.
Oh, again.
Andrew, you've gone from a heavy underdog to a heavy favorite.
All I need is like one answer each. Got this.
Yeah. It could be very suspicious. Some people could shout out conspiracy as John on purpose froze by not knowing any European wrestlers, or it might just be they don't know any European wrestlers. Who knows? We shall see. So the way this one is going to work is I'm going to give you a stable, and then the two of you are going to take it in turns to name people from the stable until you can't name anyone else or you get one wrong. I have 5 stables for you. I gave the choice of going first or second to the All-Stars last time, so this time I'm going to give it to you, Andrew. Would you like to go first on this one or second?
I will go first.
Okay, the first stable is the Revolutionists. That's the Rev Pro stable that's existed for most of their earlier years. There are 5 possible members.
This guy's been around a while. I'm gonna say Josh Samuels.
Shah Samuels was indeed a founding member of the Revolutionists, as I look for a pen to cross names off. John, do you have a name?
Josh Bodum.
Josh Bodum was indeed in the Revolutionists.
Yeah, now it's interesting. Here we go.
We have 3 members left. Andrew, can you name one of them?
Bodum. Was I'm gonna take a stab at this. Was Martin Kirby in the Revolutionists by any chance?
Martin Kirby was not in the Revolutionists. So the All-Stars and John Carroll, famous European wrestling historian, takes the lead, 1-0. The 3 remaining members were the anarchist James Castle, Terry Frazier, that very famous wrestler, and finally, a name you will both know, it's Marty Scurll. He was the initial leader of the Revolutionists. So, Andrew, you got to pull things back. John, you're up first for this one. The stable I'm looking for members of, there are 7 members of Schadenfreude.
Okay. Obviously Chris Brooks.
Chris Brooks was indeed a member. 6 left.
Me? Right?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay, Kid Lycos.
Kid Lycos, his partner, was also a member. 5 left. John, do you have any?
I can picture this person in my head. but what the fuck is their name? It's like the guy from the Aussie Open. What the fuck? Something Davis? That shouldn't count. I don't know. I have no idea.
So it is indeed someone Davis, but it's Mark Davis. So we're leveling things up. I'd actually got the number wrong. It was actually 8, but that didn't come down to it. The other members were Jonathan Gresham, Lucky Kid, Mark Davis, Kyle Fletcher, Timothy Thatcher, and Volta.
Also, both. Wait, Walter's in?
He did like a merging between Schadenfreude and Ring Comp and Fight Club Pro or whatever it was.
And then they booed him out when he signed with WWE, because in Fight Club Pro they were like the anti-WWE stable, but they were heels for some reason. Weird. Okay, next stable. We're tied at 1-1. Andrew, you're up first on this one. This is the Progress stable Regression, which is a very clever name that they thought they were very clever for.
I see what they did there.
It's like Progress, but backwards.
Jimmy Havoc.
Jimmy Havoc was indeed the leader.
I'm just trying to think of who the fuck I know of in Progress that could have been in this. Because I really don't even know who these people are. How many members are there? You didn't say that.
There are 5 members.
Okay.
Someone in the chat has said the nonce, which is a bit too broad for British wrestling, unfortunately.
Narrow it down, folks. Narrow it down. Come on.
Let's say Marty Scurll. Maybe he was in it.
Marty Scurll was not in it. It was a different nonce. It was James Davis. Allegedly.
Allegedly.
So, James Davis and Rob Lynch of the London Riots are in that one, as was Isaac Zurcher. His career really took off after that stable. As well as Paul Robinson, the, I think, current Proteus champion.
Oh, fucking Robbo was in it? I should have guessed Robbo.
So, Andrew has taken a 2-1 lead. Where am I? Voice of Wrestling. 2-1. No, that's a W. 2. There we go. So, John, you need this one to have a chance of winning. The next stable, the WXW stable of Cerberus.
Okay.
There are 5 members.
Could you give me Ring Camp? Who's in? I don't never even heard this name before, so I'm just gonna let me think. Who is on this WXW show I went to? I'm just trying to come up with like a person in WXW. Fucking Walter.
Walter, unfortunately, was not in Cerberus. Andrew, you've taken the win. 3-1. The names were Ilya Dragunov, Adam Polak, Robert Avalanche Dreisker, and Julian Nero. Oh, as well as Dirty Dragon, who I missed off the list, but should have been on there. That is 3-1. Now we'll do the last one just for fun. I'm being told none of those wrestlers were real. Horrible. Like, Ilya Dragunov is at least fairly well known, kind of, sometimes, maybe. He's not very good.
Yeah, I that was the only name I knew.
Well, he wasn't on that WXW show.
That's true.
WrestleMania weekend last year. So
he was pulled by WWE, despite them being an affiliate. Allegedly. And finally, this is one that you may both very much struggle on, because I did write it before. 1, getting the teams together, and 2, knowing that Alan was being replaced by John. The FWA stable.
Alright.
And also IWA UK, I think.
Oh, for God's
And very briefly, like, 2 of the members tag teamed under this name in Rev Pro. The Thrillers. There are 8 members.
To me, right? Just for fun?
Yes, this is indeed you, just for fun. You
will... Alright, just gonna put a shot in the dark here. Was it the Governor, Martin Stone? Was he in one of those,
Unfortunately not. Right era.
Man.
It's a decent guess. You will know some of these names. Mark Haskins was a member.
Know him, yes.
Wolf Alexander. No, you won't know Wolf Alexander. Joel Redman, you may vaguely know.
Yep.
Doug Basham was a one night only member.
Hey!
So you'll know him, although you would have never guessed him. Then Easton Reese, who's kind of still active in Progress every now and again. Gilligan Gordon, who even I don't know who is. Ricky Hype, who was a FWA and IPW wrestler who hasn't been around for like 10 years. And James Tiger, who wrestled, I think, on a few Ring of Honor shows around that period. So, 3-2. And I mean, a good showing might be a stretch, but, you know, you almost tied it up, John. But unfortunately, your Claudio Castagnoli heel turn has failed.
It worked out for me as well as it worked out for the actual Claudio. So
I mean, true. It was not his finest moment. Although, you know, he as he always reminded people, he was still getting paid by Ring of Honor even when. But yes.
True.
So, John, would you like to plug anything?
Patreon.com/WrestlingOmakase just launched last week. Everybody come sign up. We're reviewing all the Tanahashi Okada matches in order. Plus, we're going to have on Alan Farrell next week. And maybe he can tell me about all these tables and how he would have got them all correct.
Yeah, I'm being told we have to kick you out the Slack now due to your betrayal. So, goodbye. Disconnect. Andrew, you will be staying in the voice call because you have made it through to the final. Along with... Oh, so it's going to be a nice simple 2v2 match. So if everybody who is still in play could enter into the whole channel, I will pull everyone in.
I love it when a plan comes together. I mean, sorry for Alan.
Yeah, what Alan didn't realise is he's married to somebody who is on the Voices of Wrestling team. So, you know, if anyone's going to destroy his Discord, I don't know who else it could be, really. Married, engaged? I may have got that one wrong. Sorry if so.
Married.
Okay, we have 4 people in the hold. They're all being pulled into a big 5-person call. Hello, everybody.
Hey.
So the way this one is going to work is I have... Where is it? 10 different categories. All of them question... one of you I'm getting a bit of echo from. Maybe you don't have headphones in or something like that, or standing headphones too close to a mic, so if you could sort that out, that'd be brilliant. One of you sounds like a bee. Okay, so we're going to have 10 categories. What may be the best way to work this is everyone mutes themselves, and then, like, when I'm talking to the specific team, I'll get you to unmute. That'll probably work out best. So I will read out all the categories, and then a team will pick one of the categories. They'll get a question from the category. If they get it right, they get a point. If they don't get it right, they obviously don't get a point. 5 questions each. Hopefully it's not tied at the end. If it is tied, though, I do have a tiebreaker. No stealing of points. You're allowed to confer with your teammate, of course, as you're both in a 2v2. I am going to flip a coin to decide... I do not have a coin near me. I'm sure there's a virtual coin flipper to decide who gets the first pick of categories, because I was going to do it with whoever won most rounds, but it's a tie. Virtual coin flip. Andrew, would you like heads or tails?
Here, let's go with heads.
Okay. It is tails. So, the Team All-Stars will get the first pick. So, if you could unmute yourself, Team All-Stars. Hello, Adam. Hello, Liam. So the categories are as follows. I probably should have them up as a visual, but I don't. So you'll just have to remember them. I can repeat them if you require. The categories are
I'm
as
gonna write them
follows: CMLL, AAA, WWF/WWE, WCW/ECW, TNA/ROH, the US Indies, Dragon System, so like Dragon Gate, Toryumon, all that sort of stuff, 90s Japan, 80s Japan, and finally Wildcard, which could be anything. And it's
Do you, Adam, do you have any strong preference off that list?
I guess I should go with how I got here last time, so the TNA Ring of Honor stuff.
Let's do it.
We do that first?
Yep, let's do it.
Okay.
TNA Ring of Honor question. Who were Ring of Honor's champions when their first show aired on Sinclair stations? And that is the beginning of the taping, not like when they actually aired, because
What? Okay. So that okay. So that when did Sinclair acquire Ring of Honor? It's like
2012-ish, I want to say.
Okay.
So world champion around that sort of time was
well,
like
I think the first thing we need to do is figure out what the titles were. It was like world title, tag title. Did they have a TV title yet?
title.
Or
Yeah.
Okay.
So
2012.
I'm thinking that's the time like around Steen and Davey Rich.
That's what I was thinking. Yeah. Like the first person who came to my mind for the world title was Kevin Steen, but that's not a strong guess.
Okay, no, I'm okay with that. I'm okay with that. TV title. I want to say like Jay Lethal, kind of around that time.
Yeah.
Probably would have just come in. And tag titles. I mean, the Briscoes is a safe guess.
Yeah,
but...
I would go Briscoes just for the safety basis.
Okay, Robin, we'll say Steen, Lethal, Briscoes.
So impressively, I think you've gone with the four guys that won the titles of all these people, but none of them are correct. But all of them were champions right around that area. So it was Davey Richards who lost the title to Kevin Steen. It was El Generico who lost the TV title to Jay Lethal. And the world's greatest tag team of Charlie Haas and Sheldon Benjamin, who I think lost that reign to the Briscoes. So, you know, by being totally wrong, you were actually kind of close. So
okay.
Impressively wrong.
So, no points for that one. If you could mute yourself and team Voices of Wrestling, unmute yourself.
Hello.
Your chance to take the lead after they have just about missed off. Would you like me to repeat the categories?
Not yet. We'll go with the WWF/E category for the first one here.
Okie dokie. WWF/WWE. What was the name of Batista's rarely used submission finisher, and what move was it a variant of?
I know this. It was called the Batista Bite. It was a variant of the Rings of Saturn.
The Rings of Saturn is kind of a
Oh, do you want me to be more specific, or
like more vague, really? Like, because like Rings of Saturn is like a very specific wrestler's move, kind of.
Oh, sorry. Batista Bite, variant of. How would I even describe it?
You know what? I'll give you Rings of Saturn because you know what you're telling me that you know what it is.
Yeah, like I
was going for crossface, but I'll give you Rings of Saturn. Yeah.
Oh.
So 1-0. Voices of Wrestling takes the lead as my bias shows through. Let's see. How can I edit this PowerPoint while it's still up? Hopefully I can. Has that changed? Oh, no, that's moved it. There we go. 1-0. The Voice of Wrestling team takes the lead. Thank you, Andrew and Gerard. Back to the All-Stars. Which category would
Okay.
you like?
I'll let you have a crack, Liam, or what you'd like this time. To tell you, I won't have a clue about the Dragon Gate system.
Yep,
80s
same.
Japan. Yeah.
I might. I'm gonna go for it. Let's go for the wild card.
Oh.
Exciting. Just to answer a question
Yeah.
in chat, once a category has been picked, it is indeed out. Okay, so it can't be picked twice, basically. The wildcard question is, and you may want to write this one down because it's a numbers question.
Okay. Sure.
So it's a sum, basically. I want the amount of times Roman Reigns was last eliminated in a Royal Rumble, so kind of came second in a Royal Rumble, plus Haruki Goto's New Japan Cup wins, plus the number of unique Champion Carnival winners from 1991 to 2000 inclusive.
Okay, so we have like a small. This is like a similar numbers questions where you've got a small tolerance, but you're not going to tell us what it is.
No, I actually want the exact number for this one, because.
Okay, so Adam, I know the first two numbers. So
Okay.
Roman Reigns has come second in a Royal Rumble 4 times.
Sorry, you cut it there.
So Roman Reigns has been last eliminated in a Royal Rumble 4 times.
Okay.
Hiroki Goto has won the New Japan Cup 3 times.
That's what I had as well. Cool.
So 7, and then sorry, Robin, what were the years? 1991 to 2000?
Yes, inclusive.
Inclusive. Okay. Let me think.
You're on your own, buddy.
Okay. So Misawa, Kawada, Taue, Kobashi, Suruta, I think it was 99. Sorry, was it 1990 or 91?
91.
Who won in 92? Okay, so Kobashi was 2000, Vader was 99. There's a bunch of Misawa, Kawada wins. I think it's. I'm going to take a stab here and say that there's like 7 different Champions Carnival winners. So 7 plus 4 plus 3 is 14.
Is that your final answer?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You are correct. Very well done.
Oh, well done, mate.
And correct for the right reasons as well, as that one could easily be accidentally gotten to, but you were right on all 3 of them. So bringing the scores to 1-1. Okay. Well done on that one. I think you got all the names right as well, although Saruta, 4 Pillars, Vader, and is it Williams? I'm forgetting now.
No, I thought it would be. I would think Hanson over Williams.
Oh yeah, it was Hanson.
I don't know.
Of course, it was Hanson. Of course, it was.
Okay.
Okay.
Let me just unmute.
Yes, if you two guys could unmute and the Voice of Wrestling team if you guys could mute and the Voice of Wrestling unmute. Hello again, Andrew and Gerard. Scores are back tied up. They did some good maths there. So, what category would you like, or would you like me to reread out the possible remaining categories?
No, 90s Japan.
90s Japan. Okie dokie. So the 90s Japan question is, at SWS's Tokyo Dome show, Rick Martel loses a match for the SWS Light Heavyweight Championship to the only champion that belt ever had. Who did he lose to?
Well, Andrew, I think I know the answer to this.
All yours, buddy.
Naoki Sano?
Final answer?
Yes.
'Tis indeed. 2-1. Voice of Wrestling claims back the lead. Straight in there. Good quizzing. 2. There we go. If you guys could mute again and give a team unmute. We have ourselves 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 categories left. Which would you like?
So I'm feeling one of the US ones.
Yeah, I'd
maybe.
like personally the WCW, ECW one if you want to try that.
That's the one I'm going to know more. So yeah,
Okay.
Let's do that.
Okay, this is a question that maybe Andrew Rich would have really liked because it's about theme music. Which ECW wrestler came out to Run But You Can't Hide by Witch's Brew in ECW?
Run But You Can't Hide. I have no fucking idea.
I can hear the tune in my head.
Yeah. It's like late era, yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah. Who the fuck are Witch's Brew?
I don't know.
Okay.
Okay. Trying to think of someone near the end.
Very upset neither
like
of you are
someone-
singing this.
You want views, don't you?
It's not someone who's like top of the card. It's like I feel it's like a mid-cardy sort of guy.
Or someone
like-
that just comes in for like a one shot or something.
Yeah. But
No, I have no idea.
Okay.
Anyone?
Okay. I've got a guess, but it's a guess.
Go for it.
Okay. Is it C.W. Anderson?
It is indeed
Fuck, okay.
C.W. Anderson. What a guess.
Because I was thinking, okay,
What a guess.
I was like thinking it's someone who's not a top guy, but it's someone who people would care enough about to know their theme song. I was just like, okay, late era, never did anything else significant. Sure.
Well done.
I'll take it.
Another in a series of hella pulls from you. We're up to
I'll take
2-2. Okay, if you guys could mute yourself, other team unmute yourself.
The lucky guesses, my god, they're so good at that.
It looked like you were going to be good for a while there, but then boom. Pulled it right out his ass. You've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 categories remaining.
We'll stay with Japan and go with the Dragon System.
Okie dokie. The question is, which wrestler has the longest combined days of holding the Open the Brave Gate Championship?
Hard. Thinking. I want to say Dragon Kid. Do you any other thoughts drawn by that or what?
Well, I was gonna say Susumu.
Oh, what? That's a good one too. Damn. Let's go.
I don't know, Andrew. You make the call.
Yeah, it's on me. All right. All right. I'll put it on
Shedding
me as my-
responsibility.
Well,
this wrong. My experience. I hate us him in case. Let's go with Dragon Kid. Final answer.
Unfortunately, I believe Dragon Kid is the second longest total reigns. It's Masato Yoshino with 812
We're both wrong, all right.
days. 812 days. I think Dragon Kid was like up in the high 500s. So, All Stars has chance to seize the lead. You have 4 categories left to choose from. Which would you like?
Okay, so we have CMLL, AAA, US Indies, and A's Japan as our categories left.
You do indeed. Nobody's touching the Lucha so far.
Because
No, I don't want to.
No, same. Is that US Indies category? Is that like time limited, or is it just anything across US Indies across all of time?
So since like the indie boom, so 2002 onwards.
Okay.
How
You want
good's
to give
your
it a?
how good's
give
your
it a
US
shot?
Indie knowledge?
It'd be better than
Yeah.
use Japan.
Well,
for me.
yeah, okay, let's do it. Yeah, let's do it.
US Indies. Okay. So your question is: the Young Bucks were the dominant. Help if I'd written these questions properly. The Young Bucks were the dominant team in the PWG tag division for a very long time period, entering the DDT 4 tournament 5 times. They won 3 times and were the runners-up on one other occasion. Who were the only team to defeat them in a DDT 4 tournament prior to the final?
Prior to the final. Okay. So I have actually watched all of these.
Okay. I have a few on a stand behind me. I will not go over and find them.
There's a Rockness. Oh, I know this. It's Super Smash Brothers.
Final answer?
Yep.
It is
First
indeed.
Round,
It is indeed.
It's a very good match if I recall.
Yes.
I believe it's the one where... Is that the one where Uno dislocates his shoulder? Or is that next year? There's a DDT4 match where I believe Uno blows out his shoulder or something. Or maybe
that sounds right. Well, it's around that period anyway. I think it might have been like the rematch from the first round match that it happened, but I'm not sure. So yes, you indeed are correct. So you take the lead. Congratulations. I've got so many tabs open. 3-2 to the All Stars. Voice of Wrestling, can you bring it back?
So, 80s Japan.
80s Japan. Both teams leaving Lucha right to the end. I'm going to have one left each. So the 80s Japan question is: which wrestler famously kicked Riki Choshu in the face in 1987, breaking his orbital bone and leading to this wrestler's ejection from the company?
Akira Maeda.
Final answer?
Andrew, how do you feel about that?
I was thinking the same thing because that's the same that popped in my head too.
Final answer.
Boom. Straight in there. No messing around. Correct. 3-3. Tied up. Such drama.
The wire here. Coming down to the wire.
He did indeed boot Choshu in the face, got kicked out, started out the second edition of UWF that eventually led into the UWFI. So, we have 2 questions left. Both of them Lucha. Both teams not confident at all.
No. I have no preference.
I know marginally more CMLL.
Okay, let's do that.
CMLL it is then. Okay, so CMLL, and previously EMLL, is the oldest still active pro wrestling company. Who was its founder?
You probably want a first and a last name, yeah?
I do indeed.
Yeah, okay. Is it still... I got nothing.
Who found...
It's like the Luderoff family, yeah? But I don't know their names.
No, it's still in the family as well, right? Yeah, no, I have no idea.
Yeah, I believe so. Yeah. Yeah. Sorry.
Let's say Jose Litheroth.
Final answer?
Yeah, okay.
Unfortunately, it is not Jose. It is indeed Ludarov, but it was Salvador.
Okay.
So leaving the
Sure.
door open for Team Voices of Wrestling, although their AAA knowledge does not seem confident. The Cubs fan is appalled in the Twitch chat. Let's see if Voice of Wrestling can steal it on the AAA question.
Cubs, we apologize in advance for you, pal, if you get this wrong. Sorry.
Okay, so the question is Triple Mania. Oh god, Triple Mania 9. There's me panicking at Roman numerals. Triple Mania 9 from the year 2001 was main evented by a three-way dog collar hair versus hair match. Who were the three participants, and which man lost his Barnet?
All right. Care. I know one guy who always lost his hair was Pirata Morgan. So I'm just gonna put him in the mix. Who else? Hair. Two unmasked guys. I will.
I think I know one of the other guys, but I don't know the third.
Who's the other one?
Sangra Chicana.
Okay. Well, I wouldn't know, so fine. Fine by me.
But I don't have any clue on the third.
Me neither. So that's going to be a total guess then. Let's see here. All right. Just for the hell of it, with Gary Chicana, Rata Morgan, and Aguayo, year one.
And I think I have seen this match years ago, and I'm pretty sure it's Pirata Morgan that loses.
Okay, so we'll go with Pirata Morgan being the one who lost his bonnet to you, Robin.
This is painfully close, because you have indeed got the right person losing his hair. You've indeed got Sangre Chicana right, but, and this is probably going to be a butchering of the pronunciation, El Kabadi 2 or Dos, maybe. So it's like we script these things. We have ended with a tie. This time I've come up with a tiebreaker, but Liam has just said he's going to the bathroom, and actually I need to go to the bathroom too. So we will build suspense by taking a very brief intermission. If I can find the intermission button. No. There we go. Be back in like 2 minutes. Liam, are you back?
Oh, hi. Sorry, were you waiting for me?
Yes. We took a brief intermission while
My
you were
bad.
gone.
Sorry.
I need the a piss anyway. So, is everybody else here?
Here.
I'm here. I'm here.
Adam?
I'm here.
Adam is indeed here. Okay, so the way
Wait, are we tied?
we are indeed
Tied.
all tied after 10 questions.
Okay.
3 apiece. They got very close with the AAA question. They were one name away out of
Okay.
3. So the way this tiebreaker is going to work is it's a numbered question, and I'm going to get you both to DM me. So you can DM me on Twitter, you can DM me on Discord if you can figure out how to do that, because I can't. And I'm going to need you to, as a team, DM me a guess. Whoever is closest will win the day. So the question is, how many days combined did Shawn Michaels spend as either WWE or World Champion in his career? And when I say World Champion, I mean like, you know, the big gold belt World Heavyweight Champion that WWE held for a while.
All right. Do you want us to talk out our guesses, or do you want to just get a number?
Well, the problem with talking out
Like,
your
we probably
guesses is the other
yeah.
team's going to hear it.
Me and
So-
Gerard
Yeah.
are chatting in the chat screens here, so we'll be on mute, I guess.
Okay,
Okay.
okay. Maybe you could discuss between yourself via text so they can't hear or something. While they are doing that, I will direct yourself, everyone on the stream, while I'm waiting for their answers, to the bracket that was drawn midweek. Hopefully we've sorted out some of Alan's Discord problems by then. As we have our semi-finals next week, and then the week after, and then the week after that, we'll have ourselves our big final for the World's Hardest Quiz Determination League to crown our first champion. Let's see, do I have any DMs? Do I have any answers? Not yet. I will...
We're still working it. Hold on.
No worries, no worries. Take your time. I will encourage people who are watching but are not yet following the stream to do so. One, because it helps me, but also because it's useful because you can get notifications whenever we go live. So that's the heart button below the stream. And it also causes a little pop-up and a GIF. There we go. Look at that. What a beautiful, beautiful GTS. Let's see. I can officially reveal it is not 69 days. Although that would have been nice. The tension is high. It's all come down to this. It's like I've scripted it, just like in the first episode, where everything ended up tied after everything. Even after the run-in on Alan, on the Voices of Wrestling Goons. Can Andy Bessel wrestle the Invisible Stan next week on the quiz? Be embarrassing if you lose, won't it? We'll see. Not entirely sure what we're doing. Oh, next week we're doing the semi-final, so no. But maybe at some point. If you'd have qualified for the semi-finals and gone up against Alan, who can't get Discord working, maybe. But you did not, unfortunately. Although you got close in the Battle Royal.
Robin, I'm sending it to your Twitter right now.
Okay.
Robin, I am sending it to your Twitter right now.
I will...
The VOW quiz Twitter.
Okie dokie.
Yeah, same. Yeah, I'll send it in the DM specific to our team.
Okay. Have one guess in. I can tell you right now, it's a pretty good guess.
Okay,
Still only received one so far. I have received a second guess. And again,
Oh boy.
It's a pretty damn good guess.
Okay.
This is going to require me doing some maths to work out, but
Oh Jesus.
okay. I can say it's not a tie. It's not a tie, although it's close.
Oh god.
That would have been pretty extreme. So, Voices of Wrestling team's answer is 413 days. The All-Stars answer is 440 days. The answer is between the two of them.
Oh, Christ.
Oh.
I can tell you that Shawn Michaels held the WWE/F Championship for a total of 396 days, but he also held the World Heavyweight Championship for 28 days. So together, that is 424 days. So Team All-Stars
What?
was 16 days away, but Voices of Wrestling were only 11. We have our winners.
Yes!
Gerard, we did it, buddy.
Woo!
By 5 days.
Fucking hell.
Woo!
Guys, this was a good idea.
It was an excellent, like, true competition. Amazing.
Yeah.
Woo!
Down to the wire. Jesus Christ. Oh my god. Oh. To go to work. Fuck me. I'll be late for work for this thing. Work end.
Andrew, before you go, do you have anything quickly you want to plug? If you even have time to do that.
All right, real quickly, I have a podcast called The Music of the Mat. It is a wrestling music podcast on the Voices of Wrestling Podcast Network. New episodes every other Tuesday. A new one drops this week, actually, this Tuesday. Most recent episode was about Kevin Nash with Rich Crate. Check that one out. At Andrew T. Rich on Twitter, at Music of the Mat on Twitter. And check out my various writings at voicesofwrestling.com. Gerard, buddy, I'll catch you on Slack. Robin, I'll catch you on Slack. Liam, Adam, again, great game. Alan, Lee, I'm sorry it didn't work out. You kicked my ass regardless of what happened, but next time, man, next time.
Thank you, Andrew.
Thanks, Andrew.
Bye.
Thanks, Andrew.
Adios.
Wow, that really couldn't have been any closer. That was very, very impressive, and now no one will ever again be able to say, imagine calling yourself Voices of Wrestling when, because we won this damn quiz about the best that the All-Stars had to offer. No bias shown at all there by the Quizmaster.
2/3 of the best the All-Stars have to offer. Sorry, John.
Yeah, look, by any means necessary. We took our hits where we could. We got Sarah Fortel to have a run in for Team Voice of Wrestling to take Alan out of the equation. Liam, Adam, thanks for coming on. That was a hell of a game. You have a hell of contestants. Made it real close. Do either of you have anything you would like to plug?
No
You can go first,
podcast
Adam.
this side. No podcast this side. I'm just at Adam Joyce 88 on Twitter, where I get angry at Football Manager and post screenshots. That's about it.
I have two things, if you don't mind me.
Go for it.
Plugging two quick things very quickly. One of them is, at the risk of getting a little political, Black Lives Matter. Go to your protests, donate to charities, do all that good shit, please. It does a lot. And then the other one is you can follow me on Twitter if you like very bad Twitter accounts at Liam_D_McCann. And that's all I got.
Both of you will be back. Well, I'll be DMing you to sort out scheduling and stuff, but either next Saturday or the Saturday after that, or maybe a bit more
Awesome.
varied for the semi-finals. You will be taking on your teammate who failed you, Liam, in John.
Fuck yeah.
So you'll have a chance to get revenge on maybe a double agent, who knows. Adam, you may be facing someone who can't speak. So that might give you a little bit of an advantage. We'll see. We'll try and get stuff worked out for the next semi-final.
Can't wait. I met Alan 11 years ago for the first time at a WXW show. So this match is actually 11 years in the making.
Wow, what a build! What a build! Thank you to both of you for coming on. Again, this was great. This worked out better than I was hoping, and couldn't have been better close-wise. Thank you again.
Thanks.
Thanks, Robin. Bye, guys.
See you around. Adios.
Gerard, congratulations. You have
Thank you.
preserved the honour of Voice of Wrestling. Do you have anything
can't
you would
believe
like
I did
to
it.
victoriously plug?
Just watch for my All Japan coverage on the website. I will be having a review of tomorrow's show, so you can check that out probably in the next 48 hours or so.
Indeed. Read a champion's review. That's a sell. That's a sell. With this win, once we crown our first champion, I think we have 2 people who are right in line for a title shot when we get around to that. So, that's a little tease for the future. Yeah. Thanks for coming on, Gerard.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Robin. Take care.
You too. And with that, we are just about done for the week. Next week, again, we have our semi-finals. How do I leave this damn thing? I figure this out every week and then forget how to do it. There we go. Disconnect. Boom. Next week, we have our semi-finals of the World's Hardest Quiz Determination League. It'll be 2 showdowns. Liam versus John. Adam versus Alan. Double A matchup if ever there was one. Following that, we'll of course have our finals. We'll think of some other stuff to do after that. I've got a few plans, but we'll get to it when we get to it. Appreciate all your follows. I think with this stream, thanks to you guys helping me out, I will now be an affiliate Twitch streamer, which means from next week onwards, we'll be able to get you guys to, for free for you, get Jeff Bezos to send me some money. I think that's how that works. If you're already subscribed to Amazon Prime, so we'll be getting to that next week. Yeah. Next week. See you guys. How do I end this thing? Where's the button? Oh, and I'll be in the Discord chatting for a little bit afterwards as well. Cool. Bye.